One of the advantages I get from being a bachelor, and according to my nearest and dearest, practically a half-witted bachelor at that, is that as a rule I am not lugged into family rows. On the occasions when aunt is calling to aunt, like mastodons bellowing across primeval swamps, and Uncle James's letter about cousin Mabel's peculiar behaviour is being shot round the family circle, please read this carefully and send it on to Jane, the clan has a tendency to ignore me, and I'm bound to say I'm all for it. A quiet life is what I like. So that's why I felt that the curse had come upon me, so to speak, when Aunt Agatha, the one who always makes me feel as if I had gelatine where my spine ought to be, trapped me in my lair after lunch one day and started to tell me about my young cousins, Claude and Eustace.
Thank goodness, Bertie, that arrangements have at last been made about Eustace and Claude.
What? Arrangements?
They sail on Friday for South Africa. Mr. Van Alstyne, a friend of poor Emily's, has given them berths in his firm at Johannesburg, and we are hoping that they'll settle down there and do well.
Friday? Tomorrow, you mean?
I mean precisely that.
But for South Africa?
Yes. They leave on the Edinburgh Castle.
But what's the idea, Aunt Agatha? I mean, are they in the middle of their term at Oxford?
Do you positively mean to tell me, Bertie, that you take so little interest in the affairs of your nearest relatives that you're not aware that Claude and Eustace were expelled from Oxford over a fortnight ago?
No, really?
Oh, you're hopeless, Bertie.
Why were they sent down?
They poured lemonade on the junior dean of their college. I see nothing amusing in the outrage, Bertie.
Oh, no, rather not. No, I wasn't laughing. I was choking. Got something stuck in my throat, you know.
Poor Emily, being one of those doting mothers who are the ruin of their children, wished to keep the boys in London. She suggested that they might cram for the army. But I was firm. The colonies are the only place for wild youths like Claude and Eustace, so they sail tomorrow. They'll spend the night in London and catch the boat train first thing in the morning.
I mean, it's a bit risky, isn't it, Aunt Agatha? I mean, aren't they apt to cut loose a bit tonight if they're left all alone in London?
They will not be alone. They will be in your charge.
What? Mine?
Precisely, Bertie. You'll put them up in your flat for the night and see that they do not miss their train in the morning.
Oh, I say, no,
Bertie?
Well, I mean, they're quite jolly coves, both of them, but I don't know, Aunt Agatha. I mean, they're rather nuts, you know. I'm always glad to see them, of course. When it comes to putting them up for the night...
Bertie, if you are so sunk in callous self-indulgence that you cannot even put yourself to this trifling inconvenience for the sake of your Aunt Emily...
Oh, all right, Aunt Agatha, all right.
That's better. They've been staying with your Uncle Clive in Worcestershire for the last fortnight. They'll be arriving at Paddington at 3:45 this afternoon, Bertie. You will meet them there.
3:45? In an hour's time, you mean?
Of course. Don't be late. Goodbye, Bertie. And remember, I'm relying on you.
Cheerio, Aunt Agatha. Well, Jeeves.
Sir?
Mr. Claude and Mr. Eustace will be staying here tonight.
Very good, sir.
I'm glad you think so. To me, the outlook seems black and scaly. You know what those two lads are.
Very high-spirited young gentlemen, sir.
Blisters, Jeeves. Undeniable blisters. It's a bit thick.
Yes, sir. While you were entertaining Mrs. Gregson, sir, there was a delivery for you from the Burlington Arcade. But on opening the package just now, I discovered that it contained garments clearly rendered to you in error. I will send them back immediately, sir.
Oh, right, Jeeves. One moment. What precisely are these garments to which you allude?
A most unsuitable pair of spats, sir. Decorated in the old Etonian colours.
I see. The objects under advisement are mine, Jeeves. I chose them this morning. Caught 'em smiling up at me from inside the window and couldn't resist the little chaps.
But surely you are not intending to wear them in public, sir? They are, if you will pardon the expression.
I won't, Jeeves. I might have guessed you wouldn't approve of old Etonian spats, but I personally consider them a rather topping idea. Jazzy, don't you know?
No, sir, I do not. They are most unbecoming, sir.
Jeeves, I wear those spats. You are too hidebound and reactionary in these matters, not to say an enemy of progress.
As you say, sir. Would there be anything further?
No, thanks, no. Except you might be laying the jolly things out. I think I'll wear them to meet the twins at Paddington.
Very good, sir.
Righto, Jeeves. Dash the fellow. Dash the fellow.
Bertie! Bertie!
Oh, hello, you two.
Hello, Bertie, old thing. Jolly decent of you to come and meet us like this.
Yes, a jolly decent of you to put us up, Bertie, old top.
Oh, not at all. I only wish you were staying a good long time, don't you know?
Hear that, Eustace? He wishes we were staying a good long time.
I expect it will seem a good long time, Claude. Come on, let's get the luggage out. Come on. That's right, yes.
You two blighters seem dashed cheerful, I must say. Anyone would think you'd achieved your life's ambition instead of having come a frightful pearler and being under sentence of exile.
Oh, you heard about our binge, did you, Bertie? Our little bit of trouble.
Aunt Agatha told me you poured lemonade on the junior dean, yes.
I wish the deuce people would get these things right. It wasn't the junior dean. It was the senior tutor.
And it wasn't lemonade, it was soda water. Dear old thing just happened to be standing under the window while I was leading out with a siphon in my hand. He looked up and... well, it would have been chucking away the opportunity of a lifetime if I hadn't let him have it in the eyeball. Hey, Claude.
Absolutely, Eustace. Simply chucking it away.
It might never have occurred again, Claude.
100 to 1 against it, Eustace. Porter, these cases, please. Thank you.
Now, Bertie, may we ask what you intend to do in the way of entertaining the handsome guests tonight?
What? Oh, well, my idea was to have a bite of dinner at the flat.
Fine. And afterwards?
Afterwards? Well, I thought we might chat of this and that, don't you know? And then, well, it struck me that you would possibly like to turn in early and have a good night's rest.
Good night's rest?
Well, yes, with your train going at 10 tomorrow and whatnot.
Oh, it's pitiful, isn't it, Claude?
Absolutely.
Oh, Bertie, old man. You don't for a moment imagine we're dreaming of going to bed tonight, do you?
What?
Oh, good heavens, no.
No. We've sketched out a scenario that goes roughly like this, Bertie. After dinner, we toddle along to Ciro's for a spot of dancing.
It's an extension night, isn't
Yes,
it?
so that should see us through till about 2:30 or 3.
And after that, we're bound to find some fellows who like a game of shemmy, so that should keep us out of trouble till about 6.
And after that...
Well, the Lord will provide, Eustace.
Precisely, Claude. The Lord will provide. Yes, I think we can confidently assume that after that, the good Lord will provide.
I suppose the fact of the matter is I'm not the man I was. I mean, these all-night vigils don't seem to fascinate me as they used to a few years ago. I can remember the time when I was up at Oxford, when a Covent Garden ball till 6 in the morning, with breakfast at the Hammonds and probably a free fight with a few selected costermongers to follow, seemed to me just what the doctor ordered. But nowadays, 2 o'clock is about my limit. By 2 o'clock, the twins were just settling down and beginning to go nicely. And it must have been about 9 a.m. when we finally fetched up at the flat, by which time I had bound to admit the first careless freshness was beginning to wear off a bit. In fact, I just got enough strength to say toodaloo to the twins, wish them a pleasant voyage and a happy and successful career in South Africa, and stagger to bed. The next thing I knew, Jeeves was hovering respectfully at my bedside, like an undertaker inspecting the remains.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's the bally time, Jeeves?
It is 1 o'clock, sir.
Oh, Jeeves. I'm feeling more or less like something the Pure Food Committee's just rejected. Fetch me one of those morning pick-me-ups of yours, would you?
I have one in readiness in the icebox, sir. Excuse me.
They have gone, have they, Jeeves? The twins, I mean?
They have, sir.
Oh, so they'll be leaning on the rail of the liner about now, what? Taking their last glimpse of the dear old homeland.
So I would imagine, sir.
Then let bells ring out, Jeeves, for God is in his heaven and all is right with the world.
Sir?
Thank you, Jeeves. That's better. I don't know what you put in those things, Jeeves, but I feel like a giant refreshed.
There are several constituents, sir. It is the Worcester sauce that gives the preparation its colour, the raw egg makes it nutritious, and the red pepper gives it its bite.
You've never tried one on an Egyptian mummy, I suppose?
No, sir. I have not had the opportunity for such an experiment.
Well, be careful if you do. You might get a nasty shock.
I will bear it in mind, sir.
Righto then, Jeeves. Well, after breakfast, or possibly lunch, I shall go for a walk in the park to celebrate the departure of the twins.
Very good, sir.
So, lay out the gents' suiting, the quiet shirt, the knee-length underwear, and, the old Etonian spats.
The spats, sir?
Yes, Jeeves, the old Etonian spats.
As you wish, sir.
An hour later, it was a Bertie Wooster with an uplifted heart who closed his front door behind him and set off downstairs for the wide open spaces. Even the frosty-look Jeeves had shot at my jazz spats could not deflate me as I thought of Claude and Eustace getting nearer and nearer to South Africa and further away from England with every passing minute. Which made it all the more of a shock as I stepped onto the street when a taxi suddenly screeched to a halt in front of me and Claude leapt out.
Bertie!
Great Scott, what?
Hello, Bertie, old man. Feeling better than you did this morning, I hope.
Claude, why the devil aren't you on your way to South Africa?
Ah, yes, Bertie. Now, that's a point I rather thought you would want to have explained. It's like this, old man. You remember that girl you introduced me to at Ciro's last night? Her name was Marion, and she's playing in that show at the Apollo at the moment. I danced with her a good deal, if you remember.
Oh, Marion Warder, yes?
We're soulmates, Bertie. Two hearts that beat as one. The idea of going to South Africa and leaving a girl like that in England didn't appeal to me a bit. So the long and the short of it is, I gave old Eustace the slip and slid back to see her.
But Claude!
Now, Bertie, if you'll excuse me, I'll just be taking my luggage upstairs.
What? You're not going to stay in my flat?
Where else? You wouldn't object to putting me up, Bertie.
I dashed well would.
Oh, no, not a sportsman like you. No, I don't believe it.
Look, oh, wait a minute, you silly ass Claude. Suppose Aunt Agatha finds out that I'm hiding you when you ought to be in South Africa. Where do I get off then?
Where do you get off? Oh, you'll manage somehow, Bertie. A resourceful chap like you. Don't worry, old man, I'm sure you'll find a way. And now you must excuse me, old man. I want to go and hunt up Jeeves and get him to mix me one of those pick-me-ups of his. For some reason which I can't explain, I've got a slight headache this morning.
Claude! Oh, my golly.
Bertie!
Eustace! Oh, my aunt!
Smooth work, Bertie, smooth work. I'm sorry for poor old Claude, but there was no alternative. I eluded his vigilance at Waterloo and snaked back to town.
But why? Eustace!
Don't rush me, Bertie, there's a good fellow. Now, Bertie, let me say at once that I'm not a man who falls in love with every girl he sees. I suppose strong, silent would be the best description you could find for me. But when I do meet my affinity, I don't waste time.
Heavens! Don't tell me you're in love with Marion Warder, too.
Two? What do you mean, two?
Oh, Bertie, Oh, gosh! Eustace!
Lord, what on earth are you doing here?
What on earth are you doing here, you mean?
Have you come back to inflict your beastly society upon Miss Warder, you worm?
Is that why you've come back, you toad?
Well, I'm dashed.
Not half as bally dashed as I am!
It's a bit thick.
It's confoundedly thick!
It's infernally thick. Oh, well, I suppose it can't be helped. If you're here, you're here. Dash you.
And the same applies to you, Eustace. May the best man win.
I intend to, Claude. I intend to.
Huh!
I suppose every chappie in the world has black periods in his life to which he can't look back without the smouldering eye and the silent shudder. Some coves, if you can judge by the novels we read nowadays, have them practically all the time. But what with enjoying a sizable private income and a topping digestion, I'm bound to say it isn't very often I find my own existence getting a flat tire. But the days that followed the unexpected resurrection of the twins were so absolutely foul that the old nerves began to stick out of my body a foot long and curling at the ends. I imagine the fact of the matter is that we Woosters are so frightfully honest and open and all that it gives us the pip to have to deceive. I was all of a twitter, believe me. What's that, Jeeves?
Merely the telephone, sir. Excuse me. Yes, madam? Good afternoon, madam. Yes, madam. Mrs. Gregson, sir?
What? Right. Hello, Aunt Agatha?
Bertie.
Speaking, yes, absolutely, don't you know? Speaking and all that. Hello.
Bertie, pray stop behaving like an imbecile and listen to me. I am uneasy. Has it ever occurred to you, Bertie, that your Uncle George might be able to see things not visible to the naked eye?
Uncle George? Oh, highly probable, I should think. I mean, the old egg, well, I mean, he does shift it a bit, doesn't he? I mean, mops the stuff up to some extent, what?
Well, the fact of the matter is, Bertie, he has had a shock.
Uncle George?
Precisely. He was dining with me last night and declared that while he was on his way from the Devonshire Club to Boodle's, he suddenly saw the phantasm of Eustace.
What? What? The what of Eustace?
The phantasm. The wraith. Uncle George tells me that for an instant he was almost certain that it was Eustace himself.
No, it couldn't have been.
Oh, well, obviously not, Bertie. But it's all very queer and disturbing. You do think those poor dear boys are safe, don't you? They've not met with some horrible accident.
No, they're fine. I'm sure they're fine, Aunt Agatha.
Well, I hope you're right. Very well, Bertie. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Aunt Agatha. Jeeves,
Sir?
wouldn't you say, Jeeves, that Mr. Eustace was a horrible accident and Mr. Claude about as safe as a sprightly young tarantula?
I fear I have formulated no opinion in the matter, sir.
Oh, dash it, Jeeves. Can't you show any sympathy at all? Oh, now what's you, that is, Jeeves?
Yes, sir. Miss Wardour, sir.
Bertie,
Hello, Marian, come in.
your cousins aren't here.
No, thank goodness.
Then I'll tell you where they are. They're outside the Apollo stage door, glaring at each other and waiting for me to arrive for the matinee. Bertie, this has got to stop. I can't move a step without tripping over one or both of them. Usually both.
Well, I know, old thing, but what can I do? You're the one who's made such a diggins of an impression on them.
But it's too embarrassing for words, Bertie. They've started giving me presents now, at least Claude has. Look at the cigarette case he insisted on my accepting this morning.
Oh, it's gold, eh? Distinctly fruity. Well, I wonder how the deuce he was able to dig up the cash for that.
I don't know, but I can't go on like this. The two of them are wearing me to a shadow. Can't you do anything?
Well,
You will, won't you, Bertie, for me? Look, sorry, I must go now for the matinee, but please, do your best. Bye.
Oh, cheerio, Marian.
Thank you, Bertie.
Poor girl, Jeeves. She had an absolutely hunted look, what?
Indeed, sir.
Jeeves, I have... Yes, hello.
Don't shout at me, Bertie.
Oh, Aunt Agatha. Sorry.
That's better. Now listen carefully. Your poor Uncle George has had another severe shock.
Another?
Yes. Between ourselves, Bertie, I incline to think that the whole affair is the outcome of an overexcited imagination. But Uncle George feels that only complete rest and careful medical treatment can restore his nervous system to its normal poise. So we've agreed that he'll go to Harrogate for a few weeks in a day or two. We don't think he should go alone, so I wish you to accompany him.
What? Me? We're going to Harrogate with Uncle George? But Aunt Agatha, he doesn't want me. He wants another festive old egg like himself. Someone he can keep having a cuppa with.
Uncle George is not going to Harrogate in order to consume alcoholic stimulants, Bertie.
But I say...
Do I have to come round to your flat in order to persuade you?
Oh, no. Aunt Agatha, no. All right, I'll go. But what shock has Uncle George had?
Well, that's what's so hard to induce him to explain with any precision. With all his good points, your poor uncle is apt to become somewhat incoherent when strongly moved. But as far as I can gather, he appears to have been the victim of a burglary.
Burglary?
He says that a strange man with whiskers and a peculiar nose entered his room in Jermyn Street during his absence. Uncle George surprised him, and he rushed out, having stolen a valuable cigarette case.
Oh, no. I mean, really?
As I say, Bertie, I'm inclined to think that the whole thing was, well, imagination. He's not been himself since he fancied he saw Eustace in the street last night. So I should like you, Bertie, to be prepared to start for Harrogate with him, not later than Saturday.
Oh, righto, Aunt Agatha.
Thank you, Bertie. Goodbye now.
Toodle pip. Those two blighters. That evening, when the twins got in, I hauled up my slacks for perhaps 10 minutes on the subject of their duty to the family and whatnot. I appealed to their sense of decency and boosted South Africa with vim. I said everything I could think of to get them to go, much of it twice over. But I might as well have been talking to myself for all the attention I got. Claude was too busy ticking Eustace off for venturing out without his whiskers, while Eustace in his turn did nothing but babble on about his brother's baseness in the matter of the cigarette case. And after that, things became a trifle strained at the flat owing to the blighters not being on speaking terms anymore. And then, on Friday morning, Claude sidled up to me while I was shoving myself outside a couple of rashers and an egg.
Bertie, I've, been thinking it over.
What over?
The whole thing. This business of staying in London when I ought to be in South Africa. It isn't fair. Dash it, Bertie, it isn't right. And the long and the short of it is, old man, I'm leaving tomorrow.
You are?
If you won't mind sending old Jeeves out to buy a ticket for me, yes. I'm afraid I shall have to sting you for the passage money, old man, you don't mind?
Mind?
That's all right, then. Oh, I say, you won't say a word about this to Eustace, will you?
But isn't he going too?
No, thank heaven. The idea of being cooped up on board a ship with that blighter gives me the pip just to think of it. So please, Bertie, not a word to Eustace. I say, I suppose you can get a berth all right at such short notice.
Oh, rather. I'll have a word with Jeeves now. Jeeves, I'm sorry to disturb you in mid-dish, but can you go out on first speed to the Union Castle offices and book a berth on tomorrow's boat for Mr. Claude? And if you can't get a berth, buy the bally boat if necessary. He's leaving us, Jeeves.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and incidentally, Mr. Claude does not wish any mention of this to be made to Mr. Eustace.
No, sir. Mr. Eustace made the same proviso when he desired me to obtain a berth on tomorrow's boat for himself.
What? Is he going too?
So he informs me, sir.
I say, this is rummy, Jeeves. I would have thought nothing short of a dynamite explosion would dislodge these two nestlers.
No, sir.
Well, there you are, Jeeves. It just goes to show you, doesn't it? It's interesting, I think, to see how the happy ending has been snaffled without someone, whose name I won't mention, dishing up brainy schemes or any nonsense of that sort.
Sir?
Well, you know what I mean, Jeeves. Many chaps in my place would have got rattled. Gone rushing about, asking people for advice and help and so forth.
Very possibly, sir.
But not me, Jeeves.
No, sir.
Brood on that, Jeeves.
Very good, sir.
And look forward to tomorrow, what?
I will do so immediately, sir.
Cheerio, Claude! Cheerio! Well, Jeeves, that is that at last. They've both gone.
Yes, sir.
A nifty scheme, what?
Sir?
Well, lending Claude my car to drive down to Southampton, There's no chance of the twins running into each other at Waterloo and changing their minds, you see?
Highly ingenious, sir.
Thank you, Jeeves. I feel immensely braced.
I'm gratified to hear it, sir.
Now, back to an empty flat, Jeeves. It's a wonderful world.
So I have been informed, sir.
Where's Crichton Mansions, mister?
What ho, little messenger boy! Even you do not offend the eye as much as you usually would. Who do you have a message for?
Mr. Wooster.
That's me, old lad, none other, thank you. Here you are.
Oh, thank you, mister.
I wonder who this is from. Great Scott, a fiver. What's this all about? Dear Bertie, will you give the enclosed to your man and tell him I wish I could make it more? He has saved my life. This is the first happy day I've had for a week. Yours, M.W. Oh. This fiver is for you, Jeeves, apparently. Miss Warder wishes you to have it.
That was extremely kind of her, sir.
Yeah, but what the dickens is she sending you fivers for? She says you saved her life.
She overestimates my services, sir.
But what were your services, dash it?
It was in the matter of Mr. Claude and Mr. Eustace, sir. I was hoping that she would not refer to the matter, as I did not wish you to think that I had been taking a liberty.
What do you mean?
I chanced to be near the front door that afternoon when Miss Warder was complaining with some warmth of the manner in which Mr. Claude and Mr. Eustace were thrusting their society upon her. I felt that in the circumstances it might be excusable if I suggested a slight ruse to enable her to dispense with their attentions.
Good Lord, Jeeves, you don't say you were at the bottom of their popping off after all. That makes me feel a bit of a silly ass.
Oh, no, sir.
But it does, dash it. What did you do?
It occurred to me, sir, that were Miss Warder to inform Mr. Claude and Mr. Eustace independently that she proposed sailing for South Africa to take up a theatrical engagement, the desired effect might be produced. It appears that my anticipations were correct, sir. The young gentleman ate it, if I may use the expression.
Jeeves, we Woosters may make bloomers, but we are never too proud to admit it. You stand alone.
Thank you very much, sir.
After you, Jeeves.
You are intensely kind, sir.
Not at all. Oh, seems a dash shame that I should have to go off to Harrogate today, Jeeves. It's the first time the flat's been habitable for a week.
Oh, yes, sir. I forgot to mention it. Sir George rang up on the telephone this morning while you were still asleep and said that he had changed his plans. He does not intend to go to Harrogate, after all.
Oh, I say, how absolutely topping.
I thought you might be pleased, sir.
What made him change his plans, did he say?
No, sir. But I gather from his man Stevens that he is feeling much better and does not now require a rest cure. I took the liberty of giving Stevens the recipe for that pick-me-up of mine. He tells me that Sir George informed him this morning that he is feeling a new man.
Jeeves?
Sir?
Jeeves, those spats,
Yes, sir.
you really dislike them?
Intensely, sir.
You don't think time might induce you to change your views, Jeeves?
No, sir, I do not.
All right, then. Very well. Say no more, Jeeves. You may burn them.
Thank you very much, sir. I have already done so. A quiet grey is far more suitable, sir. Thank you.
Once a year, the committee of the drones decides that the old club could do with a wash and brush up, so they shoo us out and dump us down for a few weeks at some other institution. This time, we were roosting at the Senior Liberal, and personally I was finding the strain pretty fearful. I mean, when you've got used to a club where everything's nice and cheery, and where, if you want to attract a chappie's attention, you heave a bit of bread at him, it kind of damps you to come to a place where the youngest member is about 87, and it isn't considered good form to talk to anyone unless you and he were through the Peninsular War together. So it was a relief, one day after we'd been there about a week, to wander into the smoking room and spot young Bingo Little. He was lying back in an armchair with his mouth open and a sort of goofy expression in his eyes, but when I hailed him, he leapt up like a young ram and started massaging the fin with no little further.
Hello, face! Bertie! Hello, ugly! Just the chap I wanted to see!
Keep it quiet,
Sorry!
Shh! Oh, Billy!
Sorry!
How are you keeping, Bertie, old man?
Oh, tolerably topping. I say, Bingo, this club, what? It's the frozen limit. Have you lunched here yet?
Oh, yes, Bertie.
Eh? What do you mean? Oh, yes, Bertie, in that dashed odd manner.
Oh, Bertie.
Bingo, what is all this?
Bertie, they have waitresses in this club.
Oh, pretty girls?
One of them is Bertie.
Bingo!
Shh! Do be quiet!
I'm sorry. Really? Bingo, I know that bally look on your face. You've fallen in love again, haven't you?
Oh, Bertie. Bertie.
Oh, my golly, all right, spill the beans, you blighter. Apart from being a waitress, who is this bally female?
Don't talk about her like that, dash it all. She's an angel.
Quite, Bingo, quite. But to return to the rays, what's the problem?
Oh, for goodness sake, don't bustle me, Bertie. Let me tell the story in my own way.
Push along, then.
Right. I love her, and, well, I want you, Bertie, old boy, if you would, to biff round to my Uncle Mortimer, Lord Bittlesham, you know, and do a bit of diplomatic work. You see, he still refuses to restore my allowance, confound him, and if anything, it must be increased and dashed quick, too. I can't marry on nothing. So you will help me, won't you, Bertie?
Will I? Oh, well, look here, Bingo, I know. Why not wait a while, eh?
Wait? What's the good of waiting?
Well, you know what generally happens with your love affairs. They start off with a whoop and a rattle, and then something goes wrong with the works, and they end up puffing themselves out halfway down the straight. Much better tackle your uncle after the whole thing's fixed and settled, what?
But, Bertie, you don't understand. It is all fixed and settled. She accepted me last night.
Good Lord, that's quick work. You can't have known her a week.
Ah, not in this life, no. But she has a sort of idea that we must have met in some previous existence. She thinks I must have been a king in Babylon when she was a Christian slave. Can't say I remember it myself, but there may be something in it.
Great Scott! Do waitresses really talk like that?
Well, how should I know how waitresses talk?
Well, you ought to by now. The first time I ever met your uncle was when you wanted to marry that girl Mabel in the Piccadilly bun shop, and you hounded me to go and ask for his consent.
Bertie!
Ow!
It's a disgrace!
Look, yeah, watch it. Those are my summer trouserings.
Do be quiet, young whippersnapper!
Sorry!
Sorry, Bertie. Excited, carried away. Look, you've given me an idea. Listen, Bertie, throw your mind back to that occasion. Do you remember the frightfully subtle scheme I worked?
You?
You remember. My uncle was dashed unkeen on the idea of my marrying a waitress, so he broke down his sales resistance by reading him all those sloppy Rosie M. Banks books, in which class distinction always came in for the most fearful buffeting.
That wasn't your idea, you pinhead. It was Jeeves's.
But you remember my part. Telling him you were Rosie M. Banks and sending you round for lunch.
I remember, don't I just? The whole ghastly episode is absolutely seared into my memory.
Well, Bertie, that's the line of attack. That is the scheme. Rosie M. Banks forward once more.
What?
Shh! Do be quiet!
Look, all right. I am sorry. No, Bingo, absolutely no. I'm sorry, very sorry. It's out of the question. I couldn't go through all that again.
Not for me.
Not for a dozen more like you.
Bertie, old man, listen, look, be reasonable. There's absolutely nothing to it. Bertie! Bertie!
Look, I am very sorry.
And, of course, dash it, at the end of 10 minutes, I'd allowed the blighter to talk me round. It always the way. Anyone can talk me round. When I got home after lunch, I told Jeeves all about it.
Mr. Little is certainly warm-hearted, sir.
Warm-hearted? I should think he has to wear asbestos vests.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Little has requested you to approach the Lord Bittlesham on his behalf again?
Precisely, Jeeves. And I don't mind telling you the thought of bearding the old boy in his lair and pretending to be Rosie M. Banks makes my flesh creep like a bally leopard. How do I wriggle out of it, Jeeves?
Insofar as Mr. Little would be greatly upset by any tergiversation on your part, sir, I regret to say that in my opinion it would be best to acquiesce in his wishes.
Oh, but dash it, Jeeves, Bingo says I must start off by sending the old boy an autographed copy of my latest book with a flattering inscription. I don't even know what my latest is.
The Woman Who Braved All, sir?
Ugh.
Yes, sir. The shops and bookstalls are full of nothing but it, I am told. If you wish, sir, I could go out right away and purchase 2 copies.
2?
Yes, sir. No doubt the Lord Bittlesham will wish to discuss your work with you, so...
What? Oh, you don't mean I've got to read the bally thing as well?
I fear that is unavoidable, sir.
Oh, I suppose so, Jeeves. Oh, hang it all. What a bally business, eh? What an infernal, confounded, bally business. Bar a weekly wrestle with the Pink 'Un and an occasional dip into the form book, I'm not much of a lad for reading, and my sufferings as I tackled the woman curser who braved all were pretty fearful. But I managed to get through it, and only just in time as it happened, for I'd hardly reached the bit where their lips met in one long, slow kiss, and everything was still but for the gentle sighing of the breeze in the laburnum. When a messenger boy brought a note from old Bittlesham asking me to trickle round to lunch. I found the old boy in a mood you could only describe as melting. And later, as he toyed with things in aspic and whatnot, his 17-stone frame seemed positively to bulge with geniality and bonhomie.
Mr. Wooster, I wish to congratulate you. I wish to thank you. You go from strength to strength. I have read All for Love. I have read Only a Factory Girl. I know Madcap Myrtle by heart. But this is your bravest and best. It tears the heartstrings.
Does it? I mean, yeah?
Oh, indeed, yes. I have read it 3 times since you most kindly sent me the volume, and I think I may say that I am a better, sweeter, deeper man. I am full of human charity and kindliness towards my species.
No, really?
Indeed I am.
Towards the whole species?
Toward the whole species.
But even young Bingo? I mean, I know that's trying you pretty high, but,
my nephew, Richard, yes, I think even toward Richard. Well, that is to say, perhaps, if even toward Richard.
I say good egg, Lord Bittlesham, because I wanted to talk about him, don't you know? He's, pretty hard up, you know. And he could use a bit of the right stuff paid every quarter if you felt like unbelting.
Well, fresh from a mental plunge into your noble work, I cannot harden my heart, Mr. Wooster. Richard shall have his allowance.
Stout fellow! I mean, nothing personal, but a good egg, a good show. That'll really take a weight off his mind. He wants to get married, you know.
I did not know. And I am not sure that I altogether approve, Mr. Wooster. Who is the lady?
Well, as a matter of fact, she's a waitress.
You don't say so, Mr. Wooster.
Yes.
This is remarkable. This is most cheering. I had not given the boy credit for such tenacity of purpose. An excellent trait in him which I had not hitherto suspected. I recollect clearly that on the occasion when I first had the pleasure of making your acquaintance, Richard was desirous of marrying the same waitress.
Ah, well, not absolutely this same waitress. In fact, quite a different waitress. Still a waitress, you know.
Well, I suppose Richard was displaying the quality of constancy, which is so rare in the modern young man. I must think it over. Yes, Mr. Wooster, I must give the matter a considerable deal of thought before I can give Richard my consent. A considerable deal of thought.